Test, test, test. There we go. All right. Sorry, everybody. I'm a little late today. Repeat what I was saying before. I don't think the sound came through. I was getting some sand. Come over here. Show you. I was getting sand. I have a lot more, or quite a bit more over here. Yeah, I got a lot. I was getting sand for the bee farm to get honey, and I got in the zone collecting the sand. Excuse me. And I looked down, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm 20 minutes late for the stream. But yeah, I got a few sticks along with that too. And actually, before we get to building the bee farm, let me put these sticks away. We need to go down to. We're gonna have to go to the flower forest I was hanging out at and get some flowers to breed up some bees. Let's see. We want to put those here. So, um, actually, I'll do this before I get involved with that. I went looking for the rabbits, the two variants of rabbit that I was short with last week, and I spent all day Sunday over going between a flower forest and a meadow, and then I even went a few hours on Monday, and I was going to the flower forest, and I didn't see any new rabbits spawn. And I think all day, I think it was Monday, I went all day without seeing a single rabbit. And Tuesday, I was even over there, and man, I was starting to get really frustrated. Oh, hold on. I am gonna need some more of those. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need some more of those. Well, actually, only a few more. I need, what do I need? 5 more repeaters and 3 more comparators for what I'm doing. Are those supposed to be lit up? Yes, because there's stuff in there. Okay. Yes, I got sorting here. Well, I don't have enough yet to fill that. Need to have 41 up there, but I got poisonous potatoes, and then I sort out, whoa. I sort out regular potatoes in there, and I've got almost a row of regular potatoes. Beetroot over here, it's about the same amount of beetroot. And I got over a... Why did wheat seeds get in here? That's weird. And then I got wheat seeds over here. And wheat. I've just been getting a little bit as I do it. Next week will be I think the garden shed. I'm going to need to get that going. Because with the garden shed, I'm going to make a quick harvest button to where I can harvest all 4 fields with the press of 1 button. All 4 fields at the same time with the press of 1 button. We're going to utilize some redstone with that. But I've got to get an axe. That's what I need. Where's an axe? See if I got any any partial used over here. There's one. Oh, that's why. Let's come over here to the rabbit farm. And before I get real gung-ho into breeding up the rabbits and everything like that, all this stuff over here, I want to get looting, which I don't have yet. I want to get looting 3. Now what I'm gonna do is collect those 3 there. Now no, you know what I want to do first? I think I can do the leads one at a time if I have a lead in my inventory. So, thankfully I've been collecting them from the wandering traders that spawn, and I got a lot of leads. Now what I need... Now, I want one of these guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crouch on here. Let's get one of you up here. Okay, there you go. That's good. And I'm going to push you down here, down there. Then, when I come back down here, and I come far away from the farm, that lead breaks, and then I can tie that up right there. Then I want one of these guys, so then hold my carrots to calm them down. Get one of you up here. Push you down there. Go far to break the lead. And then I want to tie you up. Then get one of the black rabbits. Retrieve. Hold the carrots. Crouch. Now, I got both of them up here, so I'm going to push one off. Put the other one down there. Come over here until the lead breaks. Tie you back up. And then put the fences back. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. And I don't really care about those because I've got all 6 in there. I got all 6 types. I even, watch this. Let's calm you down. And I know I even named one Toast, and I got that skin on one. I like that. That's pretty cool. So then let's come over here. Anyway, so the way I got those rabbits, I went all day Sunday. even through the two races that were going on last Sunday. Um, and then I went on Monday for a few hours. I was going around the flower forest. I got nothing. Tuesday, I was thinking, okay, I am not getting what I'm looking for here. So we got to change up something. So I went looking. Yes, I looked on the seed map and I found a new flower forest. And I can tell you, Tuesday night, I was in that flower forest for like an hour and a half, going all around. Did not see a single rabbit. I'm thinking, oh goodness, this is horrible. I'm striking out here. So then Wednesday, I went back to the that flower forest. I'll get my boat over here. I went I went back to that flower forest, the one that we're gonna go to, and I ran around for like 45 minutes. Still didn't see any rabbits. Then I figured, okay, I need to do something real quick on my phone, and I just stood there in the middle of the flower forest, and um, yeah, I know it's dark, but all we're doing is going by boat to this flower forest. Um, but anyway, so I stopped running around. I just stood there, and I did what I needed to do on my phone. Probably about, I don't know, 2, 3 minutes. And then I picked up my controller and I just looked around, like I sometimes do. Just looked around. Happened to look down. Two rabbits standing at my feet, one of each skin type. The salt and the brown is what I was looking for. And one of each skin type was standing right there at my feet. And I'm thinking, wow. So then I brought him back to my base, tied him up, and I used rabbits near them, used other rabbits to breed them up. Now, when you're breeding rabbits, if you don't know, if you're looking for a certain fur type, certain skin type, then you have one of that skin type, feed it a carrot first, then feed another rabbit. The outcome will be the skin type you're looking for. Oh, this rabbit, this island right here. This is my sand island. That's where I'm getting all my sand from. I will show you. I'll stop for a minute since we're passing it. Um, from this corner, about a month ago, I got a load of sand, and just this afternoon, on this side, I'll show you what I did. It's pretty obvious. I was down here. I parked my boat right here. And then I came over here. And I came up here. And you see this wall of sand where there used to be sand? Yeah, there used to be sand over here too. And I got 75, 80 to 85% of it. And I will probably come back and get 2 or 3 more loads of sand before all this is done with the honey stuff. Because I've got to make glass bottles to collect honey. So I've got the iron for the shears. But I've got the iron for the shears, but I need to get the glass bottles. So while I'm going here, yes, I'm turned around. Trying to remember what are the coordinates that I need to go to. 554,000. There we go. Going a little bit faster. I don't remember. Well, since I'm going pretty far, I don't remember if I sent last. Checking on that real quick. Browser restore. I'll look at YouTube real quick. Turn off the sound on the PC. Channel content. Rabbit Farm. Yep, that was last week's. So I did send it over. Good. Good. No. I want positive, don't I? Positive 554,000, so we may get there on the Y before the X. That's fine. Because we got this, we're actually at the north end of this big ocean is where the base is. So I've got a wide variety of biomes. So, and yes, while I'm doing a stream, I'm thinking about what am I going to do for the next week. So, since I know what I'm doing for this stream, I'm going to do the bee farm. When I get back to the base, we'll do the bee farm. It doesn't take a whole long time. What'll take the longest, and I won't do it on this stream, will be clearing out the area downstairs for the collection, because that's kind of repetitive. I've done a bunch of those, and it'll actually be pretty easy to do that. That'll take me about, once I have the equipment, it'll probably take me about 3 minutes per side. So, but I'm thinking, what am I going to do next week? So we'll do the garden shed next week. And gonna have to do something else. Oh no, we're gonna be at the X first. Just turn it a little bit, get the Y going faster than the X. There we go. Pick up a dolphin, get going a little bit faster. Now, why I want to go to this flower forest is to get some. I want to get 2 stacks of flowers. I haven't decided what kinds of flowers. It really doesn't matter because I just need flowers to breed up the bees. Now, where's that? 554,000 is where I want to go. I'm almost there. That's pretty good. It only took me about 10 minutes to get down here. I didn't look at the clock when I started, but it's not too bad. And the bee farm I'm going to build, it's I got a design for a bee farm a long time ago. It was so long ago, I want to say it was from maybe Skippy6 Gaming. Yes, Blast from the past. I haven't seen him post anything in years. Um, but I was actually just looking around. I was looking around. I saw his channel. I think it was last weekend. And yeah, it's been a while since I watched anything from his. But yes, I used to watch him pretty heavily. Um, but what I've done is no, maybe it's down here. But I've modified it because he had a or whoever it was. Um, yeah, in here had a collection system that was a minecart with hopper, and I'm just using hoppers. So I'll explain how I've modified it. Um, and yeah, it's been so long since I saw anything. I I remembered there were a few things with it that I wanted different. So I took artistic liberty. There's a lot of these purple tulips, pink tulips, pink tulips. I think I'll pick up some of those. And I guess no, I don't want the white one. Get these. We'll come down here and clear this out. Get that one 27. Well, there's half a stack. Maybe I'll just get half a stack of like 4 different kinds. Let's see, what's another? You know what? There's some white tulips. I don't want to totally clear out 1 or 2 types of flowers. I want to make sure I leave plenty of them. You know what? I'm seeing a lot of the white tulips, so I guess we will go for that. We'll get half a stack of the white tulips. And I know I saw a few different areas that had a lot of the allium in this flower forest, so that's probably the one that I'll get. That adder blew it. There's a lot of those. Oh, you know what? You know what? I didn't have to come down here. I'm going to replant these. I got a ton of poppies at back at the base. Replant these. Anyway, this was the flower forest that I got, and this flower forest is pretty big. It's a couple hundred blocks long, if I remember right. So, I didn't have to come down here, but to show this off. And then there's a sunflower area over there, which I picked up a few at. I brought them back to my base, and I'll probably bone meal them up and get more sunflowers. So we'll go back and we'll get this bee farm started. I cleared out a nice little area to the side of the pumpkin and melon farms. Um, and that's ready. Ready for the bees. I can't believe I totally forgot about that. And we have really no other use for those poppies. And what I'm probably going to do is what I want to look into is what I can do with the extras once we fill up I think it's 3 chests that I've got down at the bottom of the base. Or not the bottom, that basement, that first basement floor. Yep, getting dark again, but we're just boating. You're not missing anything. We're just boating. You can see the numbers going down. So anyway, now I'm thinking again. What are we going to do next week? The garden shed. I know I said that a couple of times. Um, Maybe I can do a bone meal farm. I just mentioned that. Um, I would like to do. I want to look into. I haven't seen a whole lot. I'm sure they're out there, and I can look for them this week. Gunpowder farm, creeper farm, to get plenty of gunpowder and I was actually just thinking about that over the last couple of days, yesterday and Thursday. Um, how it would be nice to set off a fireworks show for the 4th of July. Now, I don't know if I will do a special stream on the 4th of July. That got me thinking, what day of the week is the 4th of July? Is it a Saturday? Where's my calendar? Calendar. July 4th is a Saturday. So I don't have to do a special stream for 4th of July. But a couple of things that I want to do, the farms I want to do over the summer, I would like to get an automatic crop farm. The one I've got is semi-automatic. I have to keep planting the crops. That'll be nice if I need to top up a crop or something like that. If I need to get a couple of stacks pretty quick. A stack or two pretty quick. And I'm completely out. But an automatic farm will be good over the long run. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably make it a 8 by 8, 16 by 16, something like that. 4 floors, 1 crop per floor. So the bottom floor obviously would be wheat. And then this probably the second floor would be, I don't know, carrots. Maybe I'll go backwards. Wheat, beetroot, potatoes, carrots. And those are villager powered. Basically the now the wheat, why I said it, that's got to be the bottom. That's got to be set up special. And because that's got to have hoppers under the whole thing. Because villagers don't, basically what the other floors are is you've got the villager, the farmer villager that plants them and harvests them, and then so the beetroot, potato, and carrot, he goes over to another villager and throws across the counter, throws stuff to the other to the a second villager. And what you do is you put a minecart with hopper in the middle of that that'll collect the stuff as he's throwing it. Um, Now the wheat though, the farmer villagers, they don't throw the wheat. They make the wheat into bread and then throw it. So you got to put hoppers underneath the farmland, and that collects the wheat before the villager can collect it. And then there's a system at the end that separates out the seeds and spits them back up to the surface for the farmer villager to replant for wheat. So the farmer villager doesn't get wheat back to make into bread. I think we're on this side of this. But then the other ones though, he just throws it over and he doesn't throw all of it. I think he replants it after harvesting. So quick replant, and then anything excess he goes and throws to another villager, and then the minecart with hopper collects it in the air, and then I can send that down to. I will probably make a. I'm thinking I'll make a sorting system for all that, and they don't throw the seeds. So the beetroot seeds they just replant into more beetroot. So I'll have to look into that. I've never made an automatic crop farm before. I have made a bee farm on the old realm. Anybody anybody from back in those days who remembers the old realm, is is that the base right there? No, that's coming up too quick. There's the village, so I just need to follow the coastline up. I think it's just the I'm by pointing at the screen as if you can see me. The stuff a little up and to the right of my cursor. Yep, that glowing there is up from the base, and you can see the base coming in now. And that's why I wanted to have frog lights, so it's all lit up and looks nice. When I get up to the top, I'm going to make my residential floor at Y100. And then I'm going to have to look at the floors and everything. I think I may go up to I was thinking 125, but I think I may have to go up to 140 or 150. Um, and the top floor will be, yes, it'll be five, just it'll be five deep, but it's gonna be grass blocks. It's going to be completely grass, and I will put the moss carpet stuff that you can get from I think the Lush Caves is what it is. I've got some already. Um, that's what I'll put down up there to prevent mobs from spawning up there. Oh, gotta go get poppies. What, instead of swimming, why not just take a boat? Now, all that time that I was waiting in the flower forest for the rabbits, that didn't go to waste. I'll show you. There's string. Look at all those poppies. And then I come up here. Yeah, it even goes into there. So if I just take those 2 stacks, that'll get me more than enough bees. We'll come over here where I've cleared out this area. And I think I can make it similar to the bee farm that I had before. Well, I think, you know what? Let's just see what I've got. Let's see what kind of space I've got. Um, I've decided that from now on, I want to make them 5 apart, just in case I want to make a road in the middle. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 6th one is where I'm going to put the first block. Then I'm going to make each one 9 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I want to make a layer of glass on that side. So, and this will be a wall here. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I want to make center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. But I'm going to have a door right here. And then I want to have one there. Yeah, I'm going to need to take out some more dirt. Where's my shovel? Don't have one in there. Do I have one in here? Don't have a shovel in there either. That is crazy. Well, it's good I set myself up with a bunch of shovels over here. A bunch of tools. Now, yes, I extended this road all the way down. Now, at the end, I was going to come down. It ended right after the pumpkin and melon farm there. The road ended down here somewhere. And I was going to use an entire stack of stairs on each side and an entire stack, well, actually 3 stacks of stone brick blocks. But then I get down here, and instead of 64, I get down here about 45 blocks, and I get to water. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this area because there's a cave. There's like a water cave over here. I haven't explored it a whole lot, but yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do with that. And from exploring this island, there's a lot of places like this where there's ravines filled with water and everything. So, anyway, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I won't. I'll concentrate on building the other side. It's basically going to be the same thing. Just repeat it on this side, just mirrored. Now, I'm going to set up. So since I'm doing this side, this is what I'm building. I'm going to set up 4 rows out here. I need flower stuff. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to go 5 because I need that last, I need 1 row behind the flowers. I need 1 row to be empty so the bees can like get in and get out. So I'm going to go 1, that's 2, 3, 4. So all that, all the way across, is going to be flowers. And I've already got all the flowers here. And I hope I've got enough. If not, I've got all those poppies. Then I want a 5th row to be empty. Then here is going to be 1 row down. One level down. And actually 2 levels down because the second level down is going to be hoppers. And which means I want to do 2 wide with that because that's going to be a row of hoppers, and then behind that is going to be the beehives. And then I'm just going to take this. So what I want to do here, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get my hoppers. I made an entire stack of hoppers just for this. And what I want to do is I want to put 1 going down with the nozzle into the ground, and all the other ones are going to channel into that. So this whole row here, I'm going to go into one another. See how all those, you can kind of see down below by my cursor, all those nozzles go into the one in front of it. Then I want to stay crouched. I want to look at the side of that, put 1 there. The side of that, put 1 there, 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 there. And then when I get to the end, I want to hop up and I can put 1 there. Then, I think what I want to do, I want to take these out too. So behind the beehives is going to be a comparators, and then I need to do 1, 2, 3 redstone, and then one more for a block. So, and this whole outline I want to take out 2 deep. Nope, didn't want to take that one out. So we'll just replant that one. And then I don't want to take that out. Take all that out. I want all that. I wanted to take that out one more level to make that some stone brick. So I've got a nice foundation. And I don't have any stone brick here, but I've got a bunch made. And I even went, this morning I went to the nether and got some more lava to make some more stone. It might still be yes, it's still going. So I want to grab, you know what, I'll grab 4 stacks just to make sure I've got enough. I'm done with the dirt, so we'll do that. And then just put down stone brick foundation all the way up. And then one more row there. Now let's get creative with the flowers. You know what? Get some more glass. Get some more glass. Because I want to make this glass 3 tall. You can technically make this as tall as you want it. But 3 would be about the minimum. And you want to leave this back open, but you want to put a top on here, and I'm just going to make that top out of glass. You probably don't want to make this top out of a different block. Mobs won't spawn on glass, so having this glass will ensure that you don't get creepers and zombies spawning on top of your bee farm. So, and like I said, leave the back open. And then what I'm going to do, I think I will take out these two pieces of glass. And I think I'll take out the one straight across for doors. So that if I need to get in here, I can. That's why I left this one open, was for a door. And I think... Let's see. Do I have... I'm going to test the doors. I'm going to check the doors. See what I got. We'll work with the stone brick in a little bit coming up. I do need to... No, I don't. I need to grab comparator, repeater, and redstone dust. So comparator, repeater, redstone dust. We'll grab those redstone torches. And then I said we were putting repeater on there. Actually, we're going to be dealing with this a little bit sooner than we thought. Put more glass. That'll be good. And then stone brick will be good. Now, stand on your hoppers on that first block. Take your comparators. Make sure the side with two redstone torches sticking out is facing toward you. All the way across. Then behind it, go out 3 with redstone dust. All and just fill in that whole outline. And I'm short 1. So you should have all 9 like that. Oh, I got plenty of redstone dust over here. Come back in, and we'll put down 1 more there. Now, why did I put that away? Behind that redstone dust, put down a solid block. I'm going to use stone brick. And then all across that row, put more redstone dust. Then, get your glass again. And I'm going to need more stone brick. One in from that, you can look at the redstone dust on the ground, put down a block. That will go up 1 block higher than the stone brick you just did. And that's where you want it. And then on the front of that, put 1. Nope. 2, 3. Put stone brick all the way to the over the comparators. And then on the middle one of those, put another block, another row of the blocks. Right behind those, put repeaters. Now, in front, put redstone dust. Whoa, I didn't want to put that one down. And then on top of the glass, put redstone dust. And I'm too short. I need to grab that other stack that I had over here. And then I made a boo-boo. It's okay though. We can work with it. I'm gonna need iron pickaxe and the redstone dust. It's not a horrible boo-boo. But now if you want this to be even with that, you can bring each side out one. Finish the redstone dust on those. And then I'll just fill that in too. Okay, you still with me? All right. Now's where we get a little creative. You can pick any flowers you want, even the taller ones. The rose bushes, the lilacs, the peonies. You can have those. But I'm going to take these ones that I have. Is that all of them? We'll put those back in because that's for breeding up the bees. Now, these 4 rows, like I said, we want flowers. 4 times 9 is 36. Let's see, 8, 16, 24, 28, 32, 40, 48, and 6 is 54. That'll take care of 3 rows. Oh, well. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll mirror the sides. We'll put the other one of those so that we have half. I want to do half of them, half of these here. Let's put orange right next to that. The cornflower we'll put there. So we use the cornflower. Put this guy in. One back outside. From there. Now, the white tulip, we'll put one. Actually, that's too much white next to each other. We'll do white tulip there. Down from that. One down. Put the white tulip there. And then maybe we'll put a white tulip up here. Yeah, that's a lot of white, but that's okay. Then I'll do pink tulip right there and up here. And this, it doesn't matter what you put where, just as long as there's enough flowers. Um, let's see. Dandelion, 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 dandelion. Wait, no, I only had 4 of those. Now, the poppies are, I guess, are going to fill. Actually, I got one more of each of these to use. So let's do orange there and there. And red tulip. It's up there, so maybe we'll do. Can I put it there behind the? I think that's good. Then we're just gonna fill in all the empty spots with poppies, since I got plenty of those. Poppy there, poppy there, poppy there. Poppy there, and there, 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 there. Do I have them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That'll be good. So we can put these back. We'll take that, put those there. Okay. Now, oh. I thought I picked up the pickaxe. We need that, and we do need... Let's get some dirt for temporary blocks. Grab 2 stacks, just in case. Yes, I know the crops are fully grown. I'll harvest that. I'll press the buttons at the end of the stream. I'll and they'll replant overnight. Now, I'm gonna take out this. Don't worry, I'll put it back in. And I want to take out this row. And then I need to put these in. Take these out. Because I need to be one row down. I'm gonna put in, do I have? Dispensers. That's what I need. I'm gonna put in the dispensers now. And I want the dispensers now, since this is gonna be right on top of these hoppers is going to be my bee nests and my beehives. So on this level is where I want my dispensers. But I want them facing down, so I need to have a row of blocks to place them under. So I'm going to put temporary blocks. In this case, we'll do dirt all the way across. Then I want to come down here. I'm going to crouch, and while I'm looking at the bottom of the dirt block, I'm going to place the dispenser. See how the dispenser opening is facing down? And I want to put all of my dispensers right there. And then I can put these blocks back in. And then what I can do, yeah, I know this is a little bit weird. I can jump and put my comparators in. I had one more comparator. Did it go? And the hoppers. The hoppers are already doing too good of a job. Then come and replace this. I'm going to crouch on here. I'm going to replace this line of stone brick. And then put redstone back on top of that. And I'm going to take those back up. And then I'm going to get... I want my hoppers again. Where did I put my hoppers at? There they are. Well, I can put these back here. I'm not going to use any more dispensers. Then I can put my hoppers. I want to crouch and look at the top of the dispenser. I want to put a hopper in there. Then I can get up on top, still crouched, and I can just come to the edge. I can place these down all the way across. Then on the last one, which in my case, the last one, I'm going to do the ends. You know what? No, I'll do the outside one. I want to put one going in, and then while I'm still, and that's while I'm still crouched. While I'm still crouched, I want to put a row going into that one. Then I can come down here, crouch again, put one in there. We'll deal with that one later. Now what this will do, I've got that comparator in there. A beehive or bee nest, when it's full of honey, it emits, when you do the comparator, when it's full, it emits a 5 strong redstone signal. So I've got, on the bottom there, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it hits the repeater, which goes into the block, which then sends this charge to charge up the block. The redstone charges up the block it's on, which sends the pulse to the dispenser, which on this side I think I will do, well, since I don't have enough bottles yet, I'll do shears. Shears give you honeycomb. Bottles give you honey. And then honeycomb, you can make honeycomb blocks. Honey, you can make honey blocks. Honeycomb blocks, I'm not 100% sure what those can do, but the honey blocks, you can actually slide down them. They can help slow you down if they're on the side, like maybe you've got a long chute, you can line one side. If it's just a 1 block wide chute, you can line a side with honey blocks, or even the whole thing if you really wanted to, and then jump down, and instead of taking the fall damage at the bottom, it'll take you down nice and slow. It's where you don't take any damage. Now, I need doors. That's what I need. Do I have... I was looking, and I think the mangrove doors have windows on them, which are pretty nice. Let's see if we've got enough mangrove wood. Or maybe I've got two mangrove doors made. I got mangrove log there. I got acacia door. Mangrove roots, acacia log, mud. You know what? We're not too far to be, we're not too far from a swamp to get more mangrove logs. I will actually, since I've got some of these lakes with water and everything, I'll figure out, I've never planted a mangrove tree. Oh. Do I have... It's an acacia log. Spruce planks. Acacia, birch, jungle. Do I have... I do have... Well, we'll do that. Because I'm going to need 4 if I'm going to put... Actually, I'm going to need 5. If I'm going to make them all mangrove. You know what? I'll make that outside door, and that'll be enough. Then I don't need to use the rest of these since I've only got 5. So what I can do now, when you place doors, where you're standing is very important because the door will be placed on the side of the square that you're looking at. So if I put, like, on the outside here, I'm going to do acacia doors. If I'm standing on the outside here, then the door is placed there. But then, yes, the door opens just fine. But then you've got this little inlet here in front of the door, which I've noticed in the past bees tend to get stuck in. So I want to stand inside. Look at that. See, now it's nice and flat. Nice and flat. Now I want to put mangrove door. You know what? I'll put acacia door on the inside, mangrove door on the outside. There we go. And then I guess this one doesn't matter, but I think I want to put it there so that when I open it, it opens toward the inside. And then I'll put these other 2 doors in this chest for when I build the other side. Now what I want to do is I made beehives, enough beehives for that, and I did collect with with Silk Touch. I collected 2 bee nests, and they should each have 3 bees in them. So what I want to do, I want to close that door. And I was thinking if I put them in the middle, that'll be a nice look. Oh, I want to crouch. Beehive. See how the opening's in the front? Beehive. Now I've got 9 here, so I'm going to put 4 beehives, skip 1, and put 4 more. And I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of an urgent issue to take care of. Now, what I want to do, I want to close that. Oh, we'll just jump up here and get out of here. I want to get my poppies. That'll be enough poppies. Now, I want to breed these, I want to breed them up to where I can fill all 8 of these. Now you can fit 3 bees in each beehive. Before I do that, make sure there's nothing in that hopper. Now, so 3 times 8 is 24. So I need to breed up 24 bees. I need to feed 2 bees to breed them up. So 24 times 2 is 48, which is 9 less. That's how much I'm gonna need. I can put these 9 up here. Now, what I want to do, yeah, okay, I'm done with the beehives too, so I can put those up here, so I don't accidentally place them down. And then, if I place this, I need to crouch, and I can place it right there. And, oh, that trophy shows that I've never switched this world difficulty to creative. There we go. We got 3. Now I can I bring out the flowers. I feed. Oh no, not that. So I'm gonna have to breed. I'm gonna have to bring one of these. That. So there's 1. Okay, that's a total of 4 bees that I have. And now they'll come over. I'm gonna wait till it says feed again. Okay, so the pixelated face like that with the black eyes is what I'm looking at. Blue eyes like that, that's still a child bee. Now these 2 adults are what I'm trying to breed. So there's 4. So I want to get up to 3 times 9 is 27. $27 is what I want. Well, actually, if I keep feeding these bees, I'll just be feeding them until I'm out of flowers. And that's, you know what? We'll do, I need my hoppers because I want to bring this, I want to bring it out to where it's out in this center area. So I need hoppers and chests. I think I made some more chests also. Alright, yeah, so I've got chests here, and I've got hoppers here. I think I'm going to need to, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to make more hoppers. So then, I want to come out 1, 2. Yeah, I can do that. That'll work. Then I need temporary dirt blocks. Can use any block, temporary block. You could even use scaffolding for this if you want to. But I want to get up to where I can see the top of that hopper, that first hopper in that line. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I can see the top of this. Then I want to be on my chest. I want to crouch while looking at the top. I want to put chest, double chest. Then I can go down. Now, before you put your bees in here, you want to make sure it's sealed up. You want to make sure you got those hoppers along the back and your roof on and your walls completed and your doors in. Just so, because otherwise the bees are gonna be out of here and they're just gonna be flying around willy-nilly. Yes, I said willy-nilly. So we'll put that in, put those back in, and I will put these back in because I wanna get iron to make shears. Now, each dispenser holds 9 shears. I've got nine tiles here. So basically each one holds 9. Each of these hoppers holds 5. So 9 plus 10 is 19. 19 times 9 is 171. 10 times 9 is 90. 9 times 9 is 81. 171. And I've got 2 more hoppers there, so that's another 10. 181. This holds 9 wide by 6 tall. 54. So 181 and 54 is 235. And each shear takes 2. So I need 470 iron. So we'll remember that number, 470 iron. That's a lot of shears. But that will completely fill this up. And I will keep enough shears to completely fill up, enough spare shears. I want to keep enough spare shears to fill up the farm completely with shears. Just in case. Just in case. Now, so I need 470. Okay. There's an easy way to do this. 60 times 8 is 480. So there's 480. If I take if I take 4 off of each stack. Now, I'm on PS5. Hitting the square button drops 1. So I just pick it up, press the square button 4 times, bring it back down, put it down. So on that bottom row, there's 480. I need 470, so I'm just going to pick one up, take 10. Then Put those back. Since this is still filling up, I can just let that open, just hit triangle and put them back. Now, just for giggles. Seriously? Oh, I've got a ton there. Yeah, we've still barely even started getting enough iron. We got so much storage. We'll probably it'll be a long time until it's maxed out. But I still want to go be one level down and make that where I store iron blocks, so I can just craft those. You know what? Yeah. And 235. Now, that would be basically 5 chests full of shears. I want to have a backlog of. But right now, I just want to fill this up. So I can just stand here because shears you can create without a crafting table. So I can just on the shears I can just hit X a bunch of times. 2, and now when I create that one, it'll put one in that, so I gain a spot. Then I just triangle, put these in. Now what I'm going to do is put this back there, and then I can just hit X on each one of these. And there we go. Now it'll craft with that from left to right. It'll be a lot easier to work with. And then put these in. And I put these in here. Notice how it keeps taking the first one out. So it's filling up the entire system. And what I'll do is after I get these shears finished, I'll go downstairs and I'll mine out just until I get to the hopper, and then hopefully we can see this thing produce the first or see that it's produced the first honeycomb. Through one. Oh. Not quite ready for that yet. And this should, if my math was right, we should fill this all right up. And then I'll stand in here, I don't know, during the race tomorrow or something, and I'll just breed up the bees to where we have the full 27 bees. And we put enough flowers in there that every bee will have a flower. should, coming up pretty soon, start filling up this chest. Yep. Now we'll see. Not quite empty yet. We got 10 left, so it should get down to this spot right here. Which, if I'm thinking right, yep. There it goes. And then make these last 10. Now, the crazy part about this, now notice one shear for every cell. For every square, that one shear. Now, on the other side, we're going to do honey bottles. 64 bottles fit in every square. That's a lot of glass. Basically, 3 glass blocks makes 3 glass bottles. So, 3 stacks of glass make 3 stacks of glass bottles, which means 9 stacks makes a row, which is a lot. A lot of glass is going to be needed. So that's why I was getting the all that sand. But anyway, that's I was going to go harvest this down. Where's my... I just put them back in here. Now, I need to find out what are the coordinates. Now, I'm 2 blocks, so 104, negative 104 for the Y. The X, 119, negative 104. So, I want to come over here. Do I have torches? Because you guys have had enough with the darkness so far. Now I will grab that and grab these. Do I have more hoppers in here? I do. 21. Yeah, that might be enough. -119, negative 104. Oh, that's nice. It lines up right with the edge here. Now, we'll get torch, light it up, and torch, light it up, and -104, which means should be right up from there. There it is. We don't have one yet. So, mine this all out. Oh, collect all these blocks so we can fill this in. And I'll just fill this one block in with andesite since that's right there. Then I will there's our first 4 honeycomb. There we go. All right. So we'll get out of here. Yes, I will mine out this whole area and I'll make collection systems for honeycomb and honey bottles. And hopefully I'll have the honey bottles done for next week. Let's see. Oh, what? A lead? Seriously? What do we have a lead in here? Oh. No, we don't. I will fill up these chests with seeds as we get more. Because if let's say I bring a full stack of pumpkins out here, I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of pumpkin seeds, and then I just put them in here. Because one pumpkin makes 4 seeds. Then melons, just each melon slice gives 1 seed. So a stack of melon slices gives a stack of seeds. Just like that. So anyway, Yeah, I will. So I will clear that out. I will make collection systems. Hopefully, I can finish up the um. What am I thinking? The honey side for the honey bottles because it's pretty much the same thing. And then I'll breed up the bees so that we have full everything. And then it'll be cranking out the the honeycomb and honey bottles. But yeah, I guess I was what five blocks short, and yeah, I will. So what I'll probably do is this whole side, I'll clear out all the trees going back, and I'll flatten it out all the way back even with that. So which is a lot of trees, a lot of trees. That's one, two. Let me see. Where's one, two, three, four, maybe five, six, seven, eight, nine. I think that's two trees, 10 trees, and then I think that's another one in the real close to the ground, 11 trees. So, and then while I'm at it, I may as well just take these two down. So, yeah. Um, Other farms that we got coming up. I was actually doing some looking. We've got some nice sand out here, and we've already. Oh, a baby turtle. Hey, good job, buddy. Speaking of which, this sandy area here seems like a pretty good area for a turtle farm. So I'll do that. What I need to do with that, though, is I need to try and figure out um, how to how I can farm up seagrass. That is, let's see, is there any this stuff here? I want to farm that up so I don't have to go and eliminate it all from the world. Just to breed up turtles, and turtles when they grow up give a thing called turtle scoot. So, but and the turtle scoot can be used. I do know there's a turtle scoot helmet. Scoot is SCUTE. Um, and that's, I guess that's just a byproduct of turtles growing up. So, and think I think that sand is a good place for that sandy area. That beach is a good place for a turtle farm. So, didn't even plan that as I was choosing out this seed or anything like that. I just thought this island was a nice big island, good for all sorts of farms. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's nighttime. It's dark. So thank you for watching the bee farm. Sorry, my phone keeps going off, so I should probably go. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. We'll do a garden shed, and I'll figure something else out. But I will try. I will be trying. One thing I'm going to be going um, gung ho on is getting the enchantments. I definitely want to get it looting so that we can get the one big thing we can get with the looting is rabbit's feet. So we'll get in with the breeding the rabbits and get some rabbits feet and get that going. Anyway, I my phone's probably going to start going off again pretty soon. So I will talk to you guys later. I will see you next week. Have a good week. Bye.